In this video, we start with exercise 6.5. First question of the exercise deals with identify whether the given sides of the triangle, whether they form a right angle triangle with the given sides. The three sides of the triangle given, you need to identify whether the given triangle is a right triangle or not. That's a very simple question, and you've been doing this question in your previous smaller classes. That is to identify whether the given three numbers are the Pythagorean triplet or not. So I'm not discussing that question. You can find the squares of them and see if they satisfy the Pythagoras theorem or not. Moving on to the question number 2. Question 2 says PQR is a right angle triangle which is right angle at P. M is a point on the side QR such that PM is perpendicular to QR. Show that this. So what is given? In triangle PQR, angle P is 90. And PM is perpendicular to QR. To prove, we are to prove PM square is equal to QM into MR. Now angle 90 given, that means I'll try whether this question is of Pythagoras or not. But in the relation that we need to prove, we do not have the sum of the squares. That means this is not a question of Pythagoras. I have PM square is equal to something into something product. That means it's a question of similarity. Proportionality of sides, I need to get relationship between the sides. So proportionality of sides comes through similarity of triangles. So I need to prove two triangles similar. Which two triangles will prove similar? Of which PM is the common wall. PM is this side. Now PM is a common wall with these two triangles. So I'll have to prove these two triangles similar. Now observe these two triangles. What is given? PM is perpendicular to QR. If PM is perpendicular to QR, there are two angles formed. Angle 1 equal to 2 equal to 90. So whatever angle we want to use, we will use that. Now children, I am labeling these angles 3, 4 and 5 also. Now if I observe these two triangles, one triangle is this triangle and the other one is this triangle. If we observe these two triangles, I have one angle 90, 90 and the other, if you have one angle, then the chances of the other angles are more. So we look for angle and there is no relationship between the sides given, so I'll look for angle similarity criteria. So the other angle, we'll try and derive the other angle. See, in triangle PMQ, angle 1 is 90. Therefore, can I say sum of angle 4 plus 5 is 90? In a triangle, one angle is 90, the sum of other two is also 90. Also, angle P is 90, implies angle 3 plus 4 is 90. So, from 1 and 2, what do we get? Angle 4 plus 5 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. So 4 and 4 goes away. I get angle 5 is equal to angle 3. So angle 5 is equal to angle 3. This is what we're getting. So 1 equal to 2 and 5 equal to 3. So I can prove the triangle similar. So in triangle PMQ, one of the triangles I have written, given the name my way, PMQ. Now the other triangle we need to look forward to, I need to match the corresponding vertices. See, 1 and 2, 90. So M goes with M. Right? Then angle 3 and 5 are equal. 5 is Q and 3 is P. So with Q, P will go. So the other name of the triangle is RMP. Now we have in triangle this angle 5 is equal to angle 3 equal to 90. This is equal. Why equal? Because we proved above. And angle 1 is equal to angle 2 equal to 90. Again proved. Therefore, by AA criteria, I have triangle PMQ similar to triangle RMP. Now this gives me PM by RM is equal to MQ by MP. So these two only give PM into MP. So can I rewrite it as PM by MR equal to QM by PM. So this gives PM square equal to QM into MR. This is what we need to prove, right? So you need to read the question thoughtfully and you need to observe. Spend some time in reading it carefully and thoughtfully so that you are able to analyze it properly. I need to prove PM square is equal to QM into MR. So obviously this is a question of similarity of triangles because PM square equal to QM into MR karna, right? PM square, product of two sides equal to product of two sides. That means here we do not have sum of the squares of the sides. So it's not a question of Pythagoras. So there may be some different methods, but what I am discussing here is the direct approach. So PM square means I will prove those two triangles similar of which PM is the common wall. So we observe the figure. PM is the common wall of these two triangles. So we tried and proved these two triangles similar. After proving the similarity of these two triangles, I am able to write the relationship between the sides of the triangles and then we get the result. This was your question 2. Now moving on to your question number 3. Question 3 again is a similar question, just like the question number 2. He says in triangle ABD, we have angle A90. This angle is 90 given and AC is perpendicular to BD. Now AC perpendicular to BD implies angle 1 equal to 2 equal to 90. So whichever angle you want to use, you will use those angles. We written this. Now first part, I am looking forward to prove AB square equal to BC into BD. Again, similar kind. Just like question number 2, I'll have to prove those two triangles similar of which AB is the common wall. Now AB is the common wall of the smaller triangle and the bigger triangle. So in triangle, the bigger triangle, I'm writing the name as BAD, in triangle BAD and triangle. Now observe, angle B is common in both, right? So B and B will go. BAD angle A is 90 and in this triangle C is 90. So with A, C will go. So I have the name of the other triangle BCA. So angle B is equal to angle B common. Then angle A is equal to angle 1 equal to 90 degree. Therefore, by AA criteria, I have triangle BAD is similar to triangle BCA, which gives me BA by BC is equal to AD by CA equal to BD by BA. We are looking for AB square. AB square will get from these two sides. So AB square is equal to BC into BD. See, AB square equal to BC into BD. Second part. In the second part, I am looking for AC square. AC square means I'll prove those two triangles similar of which AC is the common wall. AC is the common wall of these two triangles, these two smaller triangles. So now we'll have to prove the two smaller triangles similar. Remember, two smaller triangles just like the way we proved in second question 3, 4, 5. Now in triangle ABC, I have angle 1 is 90. If angle 1 is 90, this implies angle 4 plus 5 is 90. Also, angle A is 90 implies angle 3 plus 4 is 90. So this implies 4 plus 5 is equal to 3 plus 4. 4 plus 5 is 90, 3 plus 4 is 90, right hand sides are equal. So I can equate the left hand side. Remember Euclid's axiom, things equal to same things are equal to one another. So we get angle 5 is equal to angle 3. Angle 5 equal to angle 3. Now in triangle, one of the triangles we are writing ABC. The other triangle we need to write the names carefully, right? We have 5 equal to 3. 5 is B equal to 3. 3 is A here. So B and A will go, right? Angle 1 and 2 are 90. So C vertex will go with C. C will go with C. So the remaining vertex is A. So we have ABC and DAC. In these, angle 5 equal to angle 3 and angle 1 equal to 2 equal to 90. This proved above. Therefore, by AA, I have triangle ABC similar to triangle DAC. If these two triangles are similar, that gives me, I can write the similarity. Triangle ABC similar to triangle DAC. So AB by DA equal to BC by AC equal to AC by DC. So we will get from these two sides AC square is equal to BC into DC. This is what we were looking forward to, proving AC square. So we proved the second part. Third part now. In the third part, he wants us to prove AD square. Now AD is the common wall of the smaller triangle and the bigger triangle. So bigger triangle I am labeling ABC, ABD and the smaller triangle. Now if the bigger triangle BAD earlier we named, we can name it BAD also, ABD, whatever. So first triangle ABD I have labeled. Now the second triangle, the smaller one. Now ABD, the bigger one, we know D is common, so with D vertex will go in this triangle. Now in the bigger triangle, angle A is 90 and in the smaller triangle, angle 2 is 90 and the vertex is C. So with A, C will go. So we have this B will go with, I have the triangle is, this triangle CAD, that means third vertex is A of the, so CAD. We have angle D is equal to angle D common. Then angle A is equal to angle 2 equal to 90 degree. In the bigger triangle I have angle A. In the smaller triangle we have angle 2. Therefore by AA criteria I have triangle ABD similar to triangle CAD. So this gives AB by CA equal to BD by AD equal to AD by CD. Now these two sides will give AD square. So AD square is BD into CD. These two relations will give me this. So we got AD square as BD into CD. So done the third part, children, third question. Now moving on to question number 4. These are very simple questions, 4, 5. See, in the triangle ABC, he says angle C is 90 and AC is equal to BC. That means he has given us isosceles right triangle. I need to prove this. Now we have in triangle ABC, I have angle C 90. This is the sufficient condition for applying Pythagoras. That means I can apply Pythagoras. So therefore by Pythagoras, we have AB square will be equal to AC square plus BC square. But AC is equal to BC given. So we replace AC by BC or BC by AC. So I get AB square as AC square plus AC square. So this is 2AC square. This is what we had to prove. So BC we replaced by AC. So we got 2AC square. Now question number 5. It's given AC equal to BC in this triangle and AB square is 2AC square. So AB square is 2AC square given. So can I split this as AB square is AC square plus AC square? 2AC square means AC square plus AC square. Now AC is equal to BC. So we replaced one of the ACs as BC. So I got AB square as AC square plus BC square. Right? Therefore, in a triangle, I have the sum of the longest side or the one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Remember the statement of converse of Pythagoras theorem that says in a triangle, if the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, then the angle opposite to the first side This was the first side. Angle opposite to this is this angle. That is 90. So this angle will be your 90 degree. Therefore, by Pythagoras converse of Pythagoras theorem, we get angle C is 90 degree. This implies triangle ABC is a right triangle. This is what we had to prove in the question. Now moving on to question number 6. In question 6, he says triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle of side 2A. We have these sides 2A. These 2A, 2A, 2A. Equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. Triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, I have AB equal to BC equal to AC equal to 2A. Then altitude. So let AD be the altitude. Let AD be perpendicular to BC. Now, triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. And AD is perpendicular to BC. We know in an equilateral triangle, the altitude bisects. Altitude is the median also. It divides the opposite sides. So these are equal. This implies BD equal to DC is equal to half of BC. So I have BD equal to DC equal to A. Now what are we finding? We are interested in finding the altitudes. I need to find AD. So in triangle ADB, angle 1 is 90 as AD is perpendicular to BC. Therefore, by Pythagoras, I can apply Pythagoras here. What do we get? AD square plus A square is equal to 2A square. This AB. This square plus this square is equal to this square. So AD square is equal to 4A square minus A square. AD square is 3A square. So I get AD as A root 3. So it's an equilateral triangle. All altitudes will be equal. Therefore, altitude length is A root 3 if the equilateral triangle is of side 2A. Next, 7th question. Prove that the sum of the squares of the sides of rhombus is equal to the sum of the squares of its diagonals. So actually what is given in the question ABCD is a rhombus. And what do we need to prove? Sum of the squares of the sides. AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square is equal to the sum of the squares of its diagonals. AC square plus BD square. Diagonals are these. So actually we have to prove this. Now in rhombus what do we have? All the sides equal. Now we are talking about diagonals also. Remember the property of diagonals in a rhombus. In a rhombus, diagonals bisect each other at right angle. ABCD is a rhombus and diagonals of rhombus bisect each other at 90 degree. This implies these are equal. Imply angle 1 is 90 and AO equal to CO equal to half of AC and BO equal to DO equal to half of BD. Can I say this, children? These equal, so each part is half of the complete. So these equal implies each part is half of complete and bisect at right angle, so angle 190. Now in triangle AOB, I have angle 190. So can I apply Pythagoras here? So we have, if we apply Pythagoras, side opposite to angle 1 is AB. So I got AB square as AO, this AO square plus BO square by Pythagoras. So AB square is AO square plus BO square. Now AB square is, what is AO? Half of AC. AC by 2 and BO is BD by 2. So we got AB square is AC square by 4 plus BD square by 4. So denominator is 4. I can multiply the equation by 4. I get 4ab square is ac square plus bd square. Right? Now we had to prove in the relation ac square plus bd square is a sum of the squares of all the sides, and I got ac square plus bd square is equal to 4 times ab square. That means, but I had to prove it AB, BC, CD, DA. So AB, CD is a rhombus. Go back to look at what is given. What was given? AB, CD is a rhombus. And what do you know about rhombus? What is the special property of the rhombus? All sides equal and diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. Diagonals property we have already used. Now I am looking for the sides of a rhombus, relation in the sides of a rhombus, and rhombus we know all the sides are equal. So we will use this now, all sides equal relation. So this gives me AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square equal to. It's very important in order to solve a question to keep given in your mind. So when you start with the question, obviously you start with the given conditions in the question, and wherever you get stuck, you get a relation. Now you think, okay, what to do next? Again go back to given. Right? And obviously to prove is the aim where we need to reach. Right? And given gives you the starting, and also in between the path also it gives you the direction. It gives you the help. Right? With this we finish off with the first 7 questions of the exercise 6.5. Next questions we will do in the next video, and in this video we stop here only.